Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be talking briefly about estimating and evaluating. I'm pretty sure I made a video about this before, so it'll just be a brief overview. So basically what it comes down to with rounding is if it's above 5, you can go to the next one. If it's below 5, you can go to the previous one, if that sort of makes sense. Like if it's 5, you can go to 10. If it's 4, you can round to 0. A lot of times what Hawks is going to think about is rounding to the leftmost place, which if it was 432, you would want to round to the 400. And when it says like round to the tenths, you like look at the 10th place and then look to the right of the 10th place. And if it is 5, you can round up. If it is below 5, you can round down and turn that into a 0, and the other one into a 0, like anything following it. But usually, like, if it doesn't specify, it's going to mean the leftmost value in a lot of cases. So with that being said, this would, if we were rounding with this one, if we were estimating with this one, it would be 400 instead of 432. With that being said, here are some examples. This one is asking us to estimate the monthly revenue for the month of June. So we can circle June, and we can guess this is 1,000. This is going to be 6,000 because we're following it from the 6 and such. This is probably going to be around 7,000, which will give us 7,000 plus 6,000 plus 1,000, which is going to give us 14,000. 14,000. Another example would be this one where it's asking you to estimate quarterly tax payments. It gives us her current liability, which is 28,000, and her current withholdings, which is 15,374. We can round this up to, we're going to round down in this case, just because we'll keep it on the 5. So 15,000, I guess it doesn't technically specify which place, but it's just like whichever would be closest, I guess. I don't think it cares too much. It just is more, you want to do the more accurate one, essentially. To the point where it does make calculating easier at the very least. So we'll take 28,000 and minus 15 from it, which will give us 13,000. And we'll divide that by 4 because we're trying to find quarterly payments. This will give us $3,250. This next one is a little bit more tricky since it has more parts, but it's easy to break down. The race consists of about 1 mile swim. It's 0.93, which we can round up to 1. A 24.8, which we can round to 25. A 6.2, which we can round to 6. A 2.2, which we can round to 2. A 20.8, which we can round to, we'll do 20 just to make it easier for us. And 4.8, which we can round to 5. We can take this. We know that this swim will take her 30 minutes. We can, the 25 over 20, that will give us, sorry, I'm trying to do the math in my head. Basically, quarter, 1 minute, sorry, it's sometimes hard to do it quick with this. One of the ways that we can do is 1 over 2, because it's 1 mile with 2 miles per hour, plus 25 miles over 20 miles per hour, plus 6 miles over 5 miles per hour. And we need to have these all have the same denominator if we want to be able to add them together, which will give us 10 miles over 20 miles per hour, plus 25 miles over 20 miles per hour. This doesn't change, plus the 24 miles over 20 miles per hour, which will give us 49.59 over 20 miles per hour. We can get rid of the miles part, so it's going to be 59 miles. Basically like 59 over 20. We can round this 59 to 60. And this isn't our time now. Per hour. So 60, well, I guess in this case it would be in minutes. No, not in minutes, in miles. We just had forgotten to do that. Anyway, sorry. Then this will give us about 3 hours to complete the race. We'll round up to like this, 3 hours. That's our answer for that one. That one's a little more tricky because there's a lot of parts and you have to work with fractions. But we can move on. Katie rents a car while spending her vacation traveling in Australia. When she returns the car, she's driven $11,150. Oh, sorry about the birds. And used about 46 gallons of gas. We can turn this to 50. We don't need to use the how many miles because it already tells us how many gallons of gas. We can round this down to $5 per gallon. Sorry about the birds. And then times them. So 50 times 5 is going to give us $250. This is how much she spent on gas approximately. This is our last example. We can round this to 9,000. We can round this to 8,000. 9 times 8 is equal to 72. 72, you want to add these zeros back on. So 72 plus 6 zeros, which gives us 72 million. Yeah, hopefully that wasn't too quick. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. See you later.